welcome back, and welcome back to another episode of Q&A with G&L. It is a happy Monday. Well, for you guys it's Monday, for us it's Saturday, and we just got done releasing the first episode of the Bad Air Mine. I hope you guys are all enjoying this one. We worked hard to put it together. A little bit more advanced editing in this one. I had a lot of fun putting it together. So yeah, it's going to be, I'm guessing, a 3 or a 4-part series. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that mine, but we're not quite done with it, are we?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, we got a few more discoveries to make, but we can't tell you about it. No spoilers. No spoilers. All right, let's point into the sun here so the cameras can see our happy little faces. And there we go. All right, here we are again. A Monday. Well, for you guys. So, what's been going on? We have been diving into the maps, trying to find more mines to get into for the month of October. So, we've decided that we're going to stay in Nevada for a few more weeks because it's just too hot down south. Right now, they've got triple digit temperatures where we plan on going. It makes absolutely no sense to go down there because all you're going to do is just set everything up and then sit inside with the AC. You can't go out hiking in triple digit.
No.
You can't. Bob hates triple digit, especially climbing up and down the hills with his performance engine. You know, even though I have all of the upgrades with the cooling system, it doesn't matter. He does not like triple digit temperatures. So we've decided we're just going to stay in Nevada where it's nice and cool and beautiful. Look at the fall colors coming in. I mean, just wait. And then when it gets a bit nicer down there, then we'll go. All right. So what do you have for us this fine Monday?
Well, first off, we have, this is from Carl Chambers. He said, "Hi, Gly and Laura. Are you ever planning on exploring mines in New Mexico?"
Right now, Nevada and Arizona are keeping us pretty busy. There is a few places in New Mexico that I would like to explore, especially around Silver City and that area. But you can't, there's a lot of places you just can't explore in the wintertime because it's too cold. The mountains down there, they get snow. So you got to find those lower elevations. Even around Silver City, you know, you're looking at in February, or it's like late January, February, it's just right above freezing in that area. So there's not too many places in New Mexico that you can go in the wintertime. And then, of course, in the summertime, it's just way too hot. So that's kind of why I like Arizona. You know, I just bounce back between the two. Mexico's kind of tricky logistically in that respect because if it's too cold, you're spending a fortune on propane. If it's too hot, you're spending a fortune on the AC and keeping all the AC units running in the RV. So you got to find that happy spot. And just in case you're wondering, the happy spot for a wintertime stay down south is right at about 2,000 feet in elevation. That's where you want to be. So I know I don't plan on being in New Mexico anytime soon. We need to finish off all the locations in Arizona and Nevada first.
All right, question number 2 is by Terry Bemis. Back in episode 122, you talked about searching for Kenny Veach. Did you ever do that, and where can I find the videos? I've been watching your channel for about 2 years now, and I started with the premiere episode and went straight through to the present. Keep up the good work, and the both of you stay safe.
Well, thanks very much for watching all the old episodes. Kenny Veach, well, let me tell you what happened there. So back in April of 2022, that was when we did our giant collaboration with Jeff Williams and Frank, Canadian Frank, Pin in the Atlas, as well as Mr. M and Bicycle Helmet Randy. And then once we finished up with our big collab, then we headed up towards Las Vegas because the Kenny Veach search area is in the Sheep Mountains just to the northwest of Las Vegas. But here's the thing. Okay, logistically, you can only explore that area in about, say, late February through March, and that's it. That's your window. If you go further than that, it's too hot. If you go earlier than that, like in July or in January, those mountains, the Sheep Mountains, are covered in snow. So you got to hit it at that perfect time in that window to do a proper exploration. Number two, when we went out there, my friend's pickup truck was not capable to get to the places that I wanted to get to. But we attempted it. We went out there and it just got too rocky, too nasty. Bob was in the shop having the new lift kit put on him, and it just, everything just didn't come together. So then we waited a day and woke up the next morning, and then the whole area was covered in rain. So it was just like, it was like the exploring the exploring god said, nope, you're not going to go after Kenny Beach this time. You're going to have to take another stab at it. But here's the thing, okay? I'm not going to say that I'm never going to do it, but I certainly, if I do decide to do that project, I'm not going to do it like how everybody else has been doing it. So many YouTubers have went out there and have played Marco Polo in the sagebrush. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. I have a much better understanding as to I'm trying to say this without giving too much away. Let me just say that I've watched just about every Kenny Beach video on YouTube, and I have a much better and broader understanding of the situation and where he might be, where the cave is located, etc., etc. I can't give any. I can't say any more, guys, because if I do, then then the super sleuths that are watching right now are going to be like, oh, okay. No, bottom line is I've discovered some things that nobody has even thought of, nobody has even discovered, nobody has even taken a stab at, and that's why I'm keeping it kind of hush hush, because just in case I do decide to do the project, it's going to be totally off the hook because nobody has ever done it the way I'm going to do it. Trust me on this. So, it's a maybe. Let's keep it in the maybe bucket.
All right. The next question is by Megasnake. Gly and Laura, there is an old YouTube video getting around of a group of guys in a mine, and one is swinging off an old rope.
Mm-hmm.
The rope breaks, and he then falls down and wins.
Mm-hmm.
Is this story true? Hold on. Is this story true or false?
Mm-hmm.
And which mine did this occur in? And have you been in the same mine?
The story is true. I have not been to that mine. I do believe it's located in Nevada. Yep. So the teenagers, they went in there. Of course, you've got the whole teenager bravado thing going on, trying to show up, you know what I mean? Trying to be more, I can do this and I can do, you know how it is when you're in your teenage years, okay? There's a lot of peer pressure, there's a lot of bravado, and the one kid was like, well, I'm just going to grab onto this rope, an old hemp rope, who knows how old it was, and once his weight got on it, it just fell apart like a handful of spaghetti, and down he went. And I think he didn't die, but he did suffer from some injuries, broken bones, stuff like that. But that story is true. Yeah. Yep.
I think that's what the AML people. They've come out with the new Jimmy King abandoned mines,
Yeah.
stay out, stay alive thing, and it seems like that's a newer take on. Maybe they got the idea from those kids that went in that mine, because it seems like something that Jimmy would do.
Well, abandoned mine lands, when it comes to putting out videos addressing the public, I don't know who's in charge of the whole thing over there, but it's one thing to to take information and then dumb it down so that it's more digestible to the general public. Okay, when you work in promotions or if you work at an advertising agency, you learn about all of these things. You learn how when you're trying to convey information to the public, there's all these tricks and techniques that you use to make it more digestible. And whoever was the manager, whoever was the person in charge to come up with this whole new, Jimmy King, so on and so forth, well, I'm here to tell you, the person doesn't know diddly squat about too much when it comes to abandoned mines and its hazards and so on and so forth. And in my personal opinion, they dumbed down the information so much that they made it, what's the word I'm looking for? Not disrespectful, but just it's like they all think that we're really a whole bunch of idiots out here in the world. And I realize that there's some people that are just not too bright. Okay, they exist. But good grief. I mean, you don't have to take it that low and try to feed abandoned mine dangers on that kind of level. That's just crazy in my opinion. But hey, I don't work for AML, I don't work for BLM, I don't work for the Forest Service. They hired someone to make these crazy videos and these billboards. I could have given them much better advice.
That's fair. All right, the next question is by Sherry. Are you going to Cerro Gordo soon?
No, probably not. I feel as though Brent has done a fine job in his own way of documenting his mine. I've been asked this question, hundreds of times. He has his own style on documenting his site. He's pretty much been in every single level. He's pointed the camera at every single bit of graffiti that there is. Heck, even now he's brought in some people with LiDAR to do LiDAR on the mine. So there's really not much more that I can contribute to the bigger picture. I mean, I don't feel. I mean, sure, I could come in and turn my cameras on and film it, my style. But his subscribers and the people, they're just going to be seeing everything twice. They're just going to be seeing it the way that I produce it. So I just don't feel like I have a whole lot to contribute. So probably not. I would, that's pretty far from our explore areas in both Arizona and Nevada. So to go to Cerro Gordo, we would have to it would be a whole special trip. And all the logistics involved, the overnight stays or whatever it's going to entail, because it's completely out of our search area. Honestly, I think I would much rather spend the channel's overhead money on mines that have never been seen, have never been documented, especially on the ones that are the mid to late 1800s mines. I think I want to stay focused on that rather than taking channel overhead money and going to a place that's already been thoroughly documented.
All right, and the last question we have is by Steve Wilcoxon. When you come to Arizona, will you be doing the Superstition mines?
Oh, the Superstition Mountains. Okay, I've been asked this a lot. There's something weird going on with the camera. Just ignore it. It's overheating. Okay, so I think what's going on, hold on one second, guys. Let me try to shut this off. Oh yeah, it's in the sun, so it's overheating. 1 second. It's saying, I am too darn hot, Dad. And then it's going to keep making that noise until I pull the battery out. All right, there we go. Okay, Superstition Mountains. First of all, it would be super cool to be able to get up in there and document the mines that are hidden in that area. Here's the problem, though. It's a wilderness area. There's no motorized vehicle traffic anywhere in those mountains, okay? You can come up to certain points, up to the wilderness boundary, but after that, they've got signs everywhere, and from that point, you can't drive in, okay? Now, you guys have seen how much camera equipment I have in order to do a full production on something, and that's too much equipment to hike in with backpacks. I would need like some kind of a pack animal. You got to have all your overnight stuff, your tent, sleeping bag. The whole thing would be a huge production in order to do it right. Okay. I mean, it's hard enough for me with my neuropathy to try to hike into some of the mines that we've been doing recently that Laura's been finding. I mean, by the end of the day, I'm wiped, much less hiking 2-3 miles into the Superstitions with a full pack of gear and everything it takes to create the kind of productions that I like to, the videos that I like to produce. So the reason that I'm not taking a stab at it is purely logistical, as well as what I know that I can handle with my own health. So that would be pushing it. I think if I would be in my late 20s or 30s, pre-cancer, pre-chemo, and pre-neuropathy, you bet. I mean, I was a go-getter back then. I could do anything. I could climb hills and mountains. But these days, a man's got to know his limits.
That's fair.
Yep.
Well, those are all the questions we have for this week.
Okay, is there anything else I wanted to talk about today? What else did I want to talk about? Should we talk about why people are still wearing chin diapers?
No, that might offend some people.
Never mind. Guys, thank you so much for coming along on another Q&A. I'm really enjoying these. This is a ton of fun. Don't forget to leave a question down in the comment section for this coming Friday. We'll go through them, pick the ones out that we like, and we'll do this again. All right, guys. We'll see you this coming Wednesday, and then for another Q&A on Friday. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.